Ambazonians. Now the second video audio this where I promise when I say I will talk about communication and defense. But we talk small first about communication. Ambazonians, when I know how much Ambazonian they spend free money, that money I call them like money where the light matches so burner. When I know how much we Ambazonian they spend them for communication. Well, I know if you give an exact figure, but I know it be more than $20,000 every month. It be more than $20,000 every month. Where this group them where when I see and so this one are my own group. I don't know what way I feel call them. I tell when they're not true because for any country where it be established, every country will be established. They get now one defense. They get now one people, and then they work for the people. I never see any country inside the world where this type of division is there, and then they. So, which kind of country will they plan? Just like I been talk about militia groups. What type of country are we planning? Which kind of message? We are communicators them. They send them for ground zero and for ground one, or where they communicate them for Ambazonians. Hate speech. This group na bad group. This one na bad this. This one na only hate. We don't talk say that one, we don't be over. Now why that way we dey here today? Again about communication. Ambazonia want to look at if all this we are people, if all these people then so then come together, we are one communication channel, one for Ambazonia. Even La Republic of Cameroon, where they get all kind of money where they get now one CRTV. Even if they get the other small channels and the people they are private listing. So any channel where would they do any small channels and the people they are private stuff. No be for Ambazonia. No be for Ambazonia. Now group their private stuff. So if we take the money where we spend and for all these satellite channels them, I'll call some like ABC, Amba TV, like SCBC, like ACN, and other them. If person really get a personal channel, it be different from having a channel for a group, a militia group, that you think that you will use your satellite TV to destroy the other group. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. That one a plan that way with the plan for everlasting war for inside Ambazonia. Now plan that way, it go drain Ambazonians to death. When I imagine, as we hear for some audio them, I know the talks would go back for Dotty for 2020. No, I'm just now the new way we learn from our mistakes. If one satellite channel, we feel here a bill of $50,000. $50,000. Now how many satellite channels them Ambazonians they get? When we talk say 3. If these 3 satellite channels them, they feel get problem each of them get a problem of $50,000 times 3. Now how much money that Ambazonians now how much money that $150,000 going for satellite TV. I know they talk saying that money for every month. I know they talk saying that money for every year. I know they talk saying that money for every 5 years. But me, they ask Ambazonia and say, even if that money for every 10 years, that 150,000 for 10 years. I'm just giving you a clear example. If we get one where it deserves Ambazonians, we go instead spend that 50,000, because all this 150,000 for these 3 satellite TV, all that money where they pay that bills and they come out of the pocket of Ambazonians, and it penalize we are fighters and for ground zero, say they know the get web materials for do the job. So Ambazonians, we go enter inside communication once. I know the frightened we are leaders them, but all Ambazonians they know say wait to wait at the talk it makes sense. And it will give us light work. If one group feels time to spend $50,000 for communication, when not just for a single group. Come on, Ambazonians. Come on. We said that money they come out from the pockets of Ambazonian. And every month, we decry. Fighters do not get sticks. Fighters do not get this. But we get satellite TV channel all over where we pay bill. Ambazonians, we get for change. We get for change. We get for collaborate. We get for work together. We get for be all for one, one for all. One country, one Ambazonian, one. There are forces of Ambazonian get for being now one force, one. No, even if they like me, they just get their name Amba Fighter. All them. They start work together. When I no go ever hear in fight. When I no go ever hear in fight. When this front line, they start for work together. They start for communicate. They start to do things them together. They look at these satellite channels where they suck the hell out of Ambazonians. It's sucking the hell out of people. We delete the ones the way we get for delete. We keep one where will be for the service of Ambazonians. And I want to know one greatest thing. Now say, we get people where they get sense. Ambazonians, they be smart. But it be like say they don't over smart something, they miss road. Why we get for they get different groups? Where we they fight for liberation. Not be even governance. Now the time where we don't enter governance, the time we don't enter, we fit get we are political parties there. That is how we have to work together, get we are country, then create we are political wing. That time the defense force, because this is a foundation, a foundation for chaos this way, where will be the inside so. Foundation for chaos, total mess. We no go ever at the tell one and not true. If we continue with this division, this group, this one my group, this one my fighter, this one my, that is the worst thing we will ever happen. The worst. We no go ever, even the people where they will kill themselves. La Republic first of all go win winner because when they focus for fight each other, so they go penetrate winner. They go penetrate winner. La Republic go penetrate winner. So Ambazonians, communication be one of the strongest weapon especially for this kind of thing. And we get for do everything for save every penny we fit save them. For buy warfare materials. So Ambazonians will come together. They will get their one powerful TV channel where all Ambazonians, when I know one of the worst thing again inside this thing. The worst thing I say, they know even all this, their division, satellite TV channel, they don't even get people where they work there. They don't even get programs. They don't even run them fully to its potential. They don't even run them because they don't get the stars. Imagine say some of these we are strong communicators then. They get one channel where they go rotate for day. And then man get his own program. Then they go rotate the talk thing where it makes sense to the Ambazonian. We go get a lot of publicity. Where you go to pay. Ambazonian don't go no say they get that one voice. And when they go see how it is, they go change. We go talk now one language that time. So Ambazonians, with the promise with a communication program, just like these frontline leaders, they don't come up, we get to put all our communicators them together. Need them stand like one Ambazonian. This money way we dey burn them every month for pay satellite TV channels them. That is killing the Ambazonians. You guys are really killing us because a lot of Ambazonians, they don't be burned into this thing. And then the people them too for ground zero, they know they get the enough materials the way they're supposed to get because we take part of the money they pay satellite TV channels. So we get for correct that error as soon as possible. As when they talk them discussion about collaboration, when they get for start to think about reducing this expenditure for say make Ambazonians they get one powerful TV channel where it be made for Ambazonians and where Ambazonians them they get talk from one satellite TV channel. The rest of the money, as I don't give the example, instead of paying 150,000 for 3 TV channel, I'm just giving an example. We feel spend 50,000 and then send 100,000 for ground zero for materials. Okay, defense. Now I think we don't talk about defense for the other first video, but I will still give again another emphasis on this point. Say defense. Now for protect, we are citizens. Protect, we are country. Defense no day way any defense they go attack another defense group. That one are the one that we call and say these are groups of malicious people that whatever now group of I don't know what to have it up. For no country. I don't ask them for most of your defense guys them way we did for inside one group. But every time when I ask them, so no one know if you answer me. No one know the answer me. Even the one the way they did for United States here, where the work where we don't where we know what where we talk about. Even the ones that for different, even the one that for La Republique, where they don't work for with La Republique, I ask them say for inside La Republique, so when they begin how many defense group them. That's why they asked them. When they began how many defense groups for inside La Republique. Be them become so they get how many militia group among them. Even the one they say where they go take them from another country. When they come, they join work. I mean, if they go bring army them from Chad, they come, they walk like one army. You know, they even know, say this one say na B, this one na army from Chad. So why we be so dull? Because I was saying a dullness. Then we leave wrong things them. We condone wrong things them throughout all this time. We no fight them. We no fight and like people where they don't work for defense. Why would the one implement bad wrong thing? So the experience where we get them for our side, we no fit use them for help our own country. For tell we our country say no. Defense no is supposed to be in groups. Defense get for being a one defense or protect the country. Defense not even enter politics. Defense not they enter politics. Me, I know they enter, they don't know me for egg of C. I know they do politics. And now why that we are done finally foresee as I be start with Momo Marines. I go finally see say no. This is where they do so it be wrong. Because even for my workplace, or my former workplace, they hear say, I get a group of so and so, where it no be a group of a country, where I know they support the country. They get right for punish me. They get right for punish me. They go be happy for here say, I dey help, I dey support the country of Ambazonia. Not that I dey support a group in Ambazonia in defense. Because nobody think that way they train me for this side for. They no ever train me. Say make I support a group. They train me. Say make I defend the people and the country. Not a group. Ambazonians, we for defense, we get for try for help, we are citizens. May they know the right thing and may they do the right thing. They don't tell one. Say country with different small defense group. That country na chaos country. Na chaos. I mean total failure. Nothing, no fit ever happen. If we continue with this defense the way they did for different groups. No. When I get for respect the worst. Even if United, what the way we will live, we go first of all free ourselves how? Because if we should not for inside this group go want for fight this group want for fight this group. We go free ourselves now how? So we get for walk like one Ambazonian. Especially for defense. Defense no get forget boundary. No one country in the world where their defense, one of you go for the other side. You know they get, first of all, they get for the work together. You want go for another state. When we there on duty, I repeat again, you want go for another state, you they inform that state, say you there for road, you dey come. If you do go you for your personal business or personal anything, you know they carry stick. You go you like a civilian. But if you did enter with stick for another state, you get for inform them. Say you dey come pass. And if they feel escort you, they go escort you. That's all we get for work together. That's all we get for collaborate. That I want to know here no quarrel. Want to know here no infight. As I already talk for we are communicators them. Say they get forget a better message. A better message for send them out there. And the message where they send them out there now for uplift Now for uplift people, not for tear people them down. Ambazonians, I thank you so very much. As I talk, Ambazonians, they will decide, say, make all we are commanders them. They maintain command. We go see how we are leaders them. They go engage, and I want to assure one, say they really, really welcome her. I know I get no negative feedback from none of them. So some of them, they don't respond. Some of them are still going to respond. But the good news now say, I know I get no negative feedback, but we get a lot of most of the forums that they confirm and say that is the only way to go. And we really beg this, we are front line leaders say, but no say this thing a sacrifice. A lot of honor don't be burned. A lot of honor they don't throw stone of honor. But for the sake of the Ambazonians, for the sake of the ones the way we don't lose and where they don't die, give their blood. Die so with picking, die with belly, die with, for their sake, humble yourself. For the sake of the ones them way they hospital, because we talk so others they still the hospital, they suffer for hospital. For the sake of the ones the way they for jail, where they don't get no freedom because of this trouble. For the sake of the ones them way they for refugee camps and inside bushes where they don't abandon where they were living. I beg una, Ambazonia is a beg una. Say more collaborate, come together like one force, one Ambazonian force, so that I bet una say for if you do this thing before the ending of this month. If on the fifth start, we start the hear calls from una. Get good messages them from una. Now all things that we Ambazonians they need. May we hear say when they talk. May we hear say when they work together. Ground Zero don't already decide. Trust we for defense. And now why that way defense? Now we go be the last for cementer. It be hard, change really be hard. But we get for bite the bullet and win the race. May God bless Ambazonians, as in God we trust.